Coming into your YouTube airwaves, it's Vaughn, the Stat Man, and welcome to the Stat Room. Woo! Good afternoon, and welcome to the Stat Room. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so before I get into this 7-game slate, guys, let me introduce myself. Guys, I am Vaughn the Stat Man. You can follow me on Twitter at Vaughn the Stat Man, and guys, check out the website, vaughnthestatman.com. All right, guys, so today you have a good mix of stars, good mix of low-profile players. If you're watching me for the first time, a low-profile player are the lesser price players. Those are the players that are under $4,000. I call them low-profile players, but they are key to the team's success and also key to you winning fantasy. You have to get the correct low-profile players mixed with the stars, and you have to have a good balance. Because I have 3 tiers. I have low-profile players, I have stars, and I have starters. Your stars are Kawhi Leonard, Jimmy Butler, Durant, Kyrie Irving. Those are stars. Your starters are guys like Smart, Lou Dort, Baisley, and then your low-profile players are like Landry Shamet and those kind of players. So, guys, let me get right into breaking down the point guard position. All right, with such a great amount of point guards on the slate, I don't think you need to get up to spend $11,000 to get up to Westbrook. Now, Westbrook could possibly get you 55 to 65 points, but I see a lot of other point guards on here that can get you the same production. You got Curry home against Denver. Curry is actually my favorite point guard on the slate tonight. I think that Curry is going to go off, and with no Murray guarding Curry, you're going to have Curry is going to be guarded by Companza or Austin Rivers. And I don't really see how either one of those guys is going to deal with Curry. And, he's coming off of his first stinker game. And he was reflecting, if you watch the interview he had a couple days ago about Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade gave him some great advice. So I really think that he's going to be inspired. And his advice, Dwayne Wade's advice was, it's not going to last forever. So if you look at Curry, let's look at Curry's numbers, guys. His last game was an off game. An off game was 35 points, guys. This is crazy, an off game. So expect him to get back up to 50 plus. Kyrie put up 60 in his last game. I see 50 again tonight. I think Kyrie and Curry are going to be equal in points. Against Boston, Boston is scrappy. Kyrie is going to be going on against a second-tier defender. I think Kyrie's going to have his way. Young has already been ruled out. Lillard, I like Lillard, but Lillard gives you a lot of 35-point games because he's so score dependent. He doesn't really get a lot of rebounds, doesn't really get steals and blocks. He gets maybe 4 or 5 assists a game, so he needs to get you like 35, 40 points. So I kind of stay away from him. Rozier is going to ball tonight. So Rozier is who I'm giving you guys. Rozier is going to go crazy, guys. Expect 50 from Rozier. And John Wall are going against the Clippers. They might put Paul George on him because Paul George is back tonight. So not really liking this matchup because I feel like this is going to be a blowout. Houston don't really have the horses to match the Clippers. Then you have John Moran at Portland. I do like this matchup because Lillard is just in the second game back, so he might not have all his win. Moran is starting the ball. Garland, I like Garland. I think Garland can get you. Garland's going to get you about 32, 33. I like Dragic, but will this game stay competitive? Because you have Atlanta is already missing Young, and Capella, I believe Capella won't play tonight. So if those two guys are out, it's going to be hard for Atlanta to keep it competitive. Reggie Jackson on the road against Houston. Like the matchup, but I would take none over Jackson if it was me. You got Goodwin. Now, Goodwin is a decent start, but at 5,000, Goodwin's best game was like 30 points. So I see Goodwin giving you 22 to 24, and at 5,000, you might as well spend 400 more and get none. I can see none getting you 35 or 40 in this matchup. Poole, not a fan of Poole tonight. Maladon, I do like him against Washington to give you maybe 25 points. Companza, Stephen Curry is going to be out for blood. I mean, I wouldn't want to be the guy that got to go against Stephen Curry after he's coming off of a bad game and he's back home, got a chance to sleep in his own bed. I wouldn't want to be the defender that has to guard Stephen Curry, fighting through them screens and Draymond Green. I just wouldn't want to be that guy. So good luck to him. All right, so now let's get down to the shooting guard position, guys. You got James Harden out, and I don't know if you guys were aware, he had a setback, so that's going to really hurt. Paul George is back tonight, but the the shooting guard that I'm giving you Brown. Guys, I just think Brown is, man, this guy's he just does it all. And what they do with Brown, whoever is scoring on the other team, they put Brown on them, and Brown run the baseline. If you ever coach basketball, you always want your aggressive guy, like a guy like him, to run the baseline, because he's going to get offensive putbacks. And if you notice, he stay around the rim. If he stay around the rim, I mean, Kyrie can do his thing, and then if he can clean up Kyrie mistakes, and then if they send two at Kyrie, he's open under the rim all the time. So big fan of Brown tonight, guys. I think he's going to be in position to get you 35 to 40 fantasy points. Now, at this small forward position, no Trae Young, possibly no Capella, is going to be Bogdanovic. He's going to get every shot that you can think of. Him and Herter are going to have to score. It's going to be them two, because they don't really have anybody else that can really, really score. Now, Miami is not a prolific scoring offense, but I don't really see how they could keep it close unless Bogdanovic goes for 30, and he can do that. I don't really think they'll put Jimmy Butler on Bogdanovic, because you don't want Jimmy Butler to expend that much energy. So they're going to put Hero or Robinson on him. And if it's Robinson, I think he could have a field day with Robinson. All right, guys, none last but not least, the boomstick play of the night is none other than Bazley. The Wizards struggle guarding the four, and Bazley can get you 50 in this matchup. He's a guy that's going to go. I don't think he's going to be highly owned. If you look at the power forwards, a lot of people are going to go with Wood, Tatum. They're going to go with Draymond Green. But I just think Bazley is in position to do extremely well tonight, guys. I think that with Bazley, Bogdanovic, Brown, and Rozier, I think you're in position to do well. I think that these four players can get you about 175 points. All right, guys, so that's it, guys. I am on to break down the rest of the slate. So, guys, don't forget to win-win. That means give people what they want so you can get what you want. And, guys, don't forget to think and ink. That means write it down so that way it can come true. And good hunting on all your DFS contests. Love you guys. All right, thanks for watching the video, ladies and gentlemen. And if you want to be a stat member, hit that subscribe button and also share this video. Thank you, and welcome to the Stat Room.